Hey guys, it's Super Effective here. I put together this Dungeon Defenders 2 Quick Starter Guide because the game went open alpha just last week. That means anybody can play it now for free. For this video, I put together some bullet points I want to shed some light on based on the questions that I've been getting, such as what is a good character to start off with, to what can I expect in the game. I'm going to try and keep this video short and simple and save the juicy details like min-maxing, resistances, builds, and strategies for a later time. So let's get started. When you're ready to make your first character, which character should you choose? Well, that ultimately depends on your playstyle, but I'm going to outline all the characters and give my opinion on them. Currently, there are 4 types of heroes that you can create, with more in future updates. If you like getting close up and personal, the Squire is a good choice. Both him and his defenses are very beefy and can take a lot of damage. This goes well with the Squire's crowd control abilities in order to keep your valuables intact. Any RPG, or tower defense game for that matter, wouldn't be complete without some serious firepower. This is where the Apprentice comes in because his abilities and towers are capable of hitting multiple targets from long range. Speaking of long range and splash damage, there's also the Huntress, my personal favorite. Unlike the Squire or the Apprentice, the Huntress can lay traps in the enemy's path to soften them up and unleash deadly attacks from afar. And last but not least, we have the Monk, who supports our team. He can boost the damage of his allies, as well as heal and reduce incoming damage. And he can dish out some serious damage. But I wouldn't recommend the Monk as your first character. There's a lot of things you can do in the Tavern, so it's going to take a little bit of explanation. First up, there's the Forge, which is where you can manage your inventory and your characters. You can also access this from anywhere if you bind a button to it. Next is the War Table, which is where you can select a new mission to start. Next is the Mailbox, which is where you will receive goodies from the developers. Near the mailbox is the crazy old man called the Scavenger. He will hold on to items that you collect if your inventory is full, but only for a limited time, so make sure you collect it. You can buy items from the Blacksmith and Relic Hunter, although I wouldn't recommend it. Down in the pit are some training dummies you can test your abilities and your towers on. The Grandmaster, or Grandmaster, is whom you can buy skill spheres from. Skill spheres are used to boost and augment your characters. Similarly, you can go to the Treasure Pirate to purchase Uber skill spheres, which are very powerful. However, Uber skill spheres can only be purchased using Wyvern tokens, which you get from doing daily and monthly quests. The Veterinarian and Stable Boy are used to manage your pets. You'll gain access to these two after you complete the campaign. The Enchantress is used for upgrading your gear, and the Seamstress is where you can manage your costumes. Now, those last 4 NPCs I described require a little bit more explanation, but I'll cover that in greater detail in the next video. For now, just concentrate on leveling up. The best way to do this is to take advantage of the daily bonuses, which you can see on the War Table. The first 5 different maps that you play will give you an EXP bonus, with the 5th being the biggest bonus. Once you completed the campaign, you will have access to daily and monthly quests, which reward huge EXP and other goodies. When your character reaches level 20, you can purchase EXP boosters from the Grandmaster. You can equip up to 2 of them, each giving you 20% more EXP. Eventually, when you max out your character, which at the time of this video is level 50, that character will give an EXP bonus to your other characters. This will help reduce the grind greatly, which I'm sure you will appreciate. One last thing I want to point out is that if you're new to DT2, I highly recommend that you guys follow Trendy Entertainment on both YouTube and Twitch, as they have dev streams on Thursdays at 5 PM Eastern. There you can get the latest information on this game and chat directly with the developers. So if you want to ask of what's new or there's something you'd like to see changed, they are very responsive. It also couldn't hurt to sign up on the forums either. Now, there's still a lot of topics I need to cover in greater detail, like inventory, pets, upgrading gear, and costumes. So if you're interested in what I have to share about those, feel free to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter. I'll see you next time. Special thanks goes out to Andrew for being my very first Patreon pledger.